Welcome back to One Hot Bite. Melissa here, where healthy doesn't have to be boring. And I'm going to show you how today. We are going to make sour cream donut holes, but we're going to glaze them in a maple and roll them in bacon. So all in all, they are maple bacon donut holes. So let's get these rolling really quick here. We're going to start with our yeast, just like any other bread dough. We're going to get right to it today. We have a typical yeast packet. 1 1/8 teaspoon is what it turns out to be. We're going to put it in here. I have 6 tablespoons of warm water, about 95 degrees, and a 1/4 cup of sugar is going to go in with this yeast. While that's resting for 5 minutes, I want to take just a minute and say hello again to all my subscribers. Thank you so much for being here. Those of you that are new, welcome. Come enjoy while we make healthy but satisfying, yummy foods here, and I will show you along the way how we can cut the fat and calories out of certain things that we love. We are going to go ahead and start with 1 cup. I'm going to level this off. And we're going to do also 1/4 cup. So again, spooning it in, keeping it light and fluffy. We're going to level it off. We're going to put that in this bowl, and then we're going to add just a pinch of salt, about 1/8 teaspoon. Okay, we're just going to lightly whisk our flour and salt together. Okay, so we're working as hard as we can to keep the sugar down on these donuts, because in all reality, that's where donuts become not the healthiest thing for us. The one thing we're going to put in this to make it super creamy is I have 3 tablespoons of sour cream, and we're going to go ahead and put that in here. We have 1 egg. I'm going to crack that in here. Let's give this a nice good mix. Now we're going to go ahead and add our flour. So this is the flour and salt that we've mixed together. We're going to add that in. Now we're going to stir it and start to make a dough. We have a nice good dough forming here, but we're going to go ahead and flour the surface and bring it onto here so we can knead it. I have an extra 1/4 cup of flour that I have available that I'm going to work with. So let's flour this a little bit, and we're going to dump this guy out. Okay, we're going to go ahead and knead this and turn it into a not so sticky dough. Okay, our dough is going to be a little bit sticky, but we're going to go ahead and put it in a clean bowl coated with cooking spray. We're just going to nestle him right inside of there. Okay, so we've coated it with cooking spray. We're going to cover it with plastic wrap. We're going to put it somewhere warm and let it rise for 1 hour. Okay, our dough is beautiful. It's doubled in size. So we're going to take the plastic wrap off. We're just going to kind of punch the air out of it. Okay, with a little more flour on the surface, we're going to go ahead and drop this guy out. Okay, so just want my knife nice and dry. We're going to go ahead and cut this into portions. Our goal is to get 36. So if I cut each 1/8, into 3. Coated some plastic wrap and cooking spray, and we're going to cover these guys again and let them rise for 30 minutes. Okay, while those are rising, we're going to make our maple glaze. So I have 1 1/2 cups of powdered sugar, equal parts water, so 2 tablespoons of water, and we have 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. We're going to thoroughly mix this. Okay, so we have our maple glaze done, and I have pre-cooked some bacon bits. We're gonna roll those. You're gonna see how this is gonna happen. So we're gonna have maple glaze, bacon, and while I was waiting for these to rise, see, this is the dangers with me and baking. It gives me too much time on my hands. So I decided, let's not do them all maple bacon. Let's do some pumpkin spice ones. So I'm gonna add some sugar, pumpkin spice seasoning. So this is just cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, all the good spices. So we're gonna add this to the sugar and get this all mixed. And now we're gonna have donut holes 3 ways. We have our pumpkin spice, we have our bacon, and we have our maple glaze. What we're gonna do is get our oil heating up. We are looking for 375 degrees. We wanna maintain that temperature. I'm just gonna use canola oil. You can use peanut oil. Don't use olive oil for this, but let's go ahead and get some good oil in here, and we're gonna get it heating up. Okay, our oil is the right temperature. Let's go ahead and get a ball. Whoop, and drop them in. We don't want to overcrowd, so let's take it nice and easy. We also want to watch our temperature and make sure it stays at the 375. Not too much higher at all, not too much lower, otherwise they soak up all of the grease. Okay, 2 minutes each side. Okay, let's go ahead and roll them over a little bit. Okay, we're gonna pull them and put them on a rack to drain just a little bit. Okay, let's start with some of the ones that are still warm. The pumpkin spice. We're gonna roll them in the, oh, it smells very pumpkin-y. Okay, let's do some maple ones. We're gonna roll them in this maple. Roll them around. Another sticky job. Okay. Now I wanna dip him half in the bacon. Oh, look at those guys. We're gonna let these sit on the rack for a minute after. Okay, let's just do some maple glazed. So again, we're gonna roll them around. No, I think we've done it again. So we have 3 different kinds of donut holes. The sour cream donut hole is the base, and I don't even know where to start. I guess because we'll start maple bacon because that's what I said we were gonna make. So let's give a bite. Oh my goodness. I was so bacon, so maple. Oh, it's so good. All right, and did I mention 173 calories for 3 of these donut holes? The bacon one's gonna run you just a smidge higher, but in all reality, at this rate, who's counting? So let's try our pumpkin spice. Fall pumpkin spice all the way. Wonderful moist texture. We gotta do it. We're going number 3. Just regular old maple glaze. Sour cream donut hole. Okay, now that I'm having a sugar rush because these are so delicious. You guys really need to try these. They're really super simple, not a lot of ingredients. You can put any kind of topping you want on these. You can just go plain cinnamon sugar. You could do an orange glaze. What? That would be really good. And again, you can roll it in chocolate or anything else that you'd like. So thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. Go get your sugar rush on. And they're not too many calories, so enjoy it. Stay with me on Thursday and you're gonna see light chicken and waffles, but they're the best ones you've ever had. We're gonna do a spicy sauce, of course, because for some reason I really like spicy stuff. So get your sugar rush on. Love you guys.